Lessons from Javi, Part 2. Hey. Javi. I am not proud to admit it, but this past week, I nearly killed my dog. Okay, not literally nearly killed him, but at some point in time when the biting and humping and ripping my pants got to a crescendo, I picked him up and started yelling at him that I wanted him to stop. And his little surprised face, immediately I had this moment of realization that he is innocent. That anytime he's acting up, it's because he's tired, or not tired enough, or he's hungry, or he needs to pee, or poop, or there's always some reason behind why he's acting up. And I immediately realize that, and I start crying because I feel like a horrible human being. And he just licks my face and tells me it's all gonna be fine, and we moved on. And I started thinking how often we hold our fellow Homo sapiens to much higher standards than I hold my dog. I think because I can rationalize with them, because I can have a discussion and tell them how frustrated I am, and they can actually answer back, that I often miss this element of the innocence of our actions. Now, I don't mean to say that there aren't consequences for our actions. But when I give a little bit of space and a little bit of distance to a situation, almost always I see with my own reactions that I'm lacking resources, meaning I haven't eaten or I haven't slept. I'm just frustrated. Maybe there's a hormonal issue. Maybe there's a really frustrating situation with work. And I end up taking that out on someone else. Now, my actions are pretty crappy, but what's really going on has nothing to do with that situation, and I'm rather innocent in that way because I'm acting on my own chemistry, my own resources. And whenever I think about that, then I can give myself a bit more compassion. And I can also start to give others more compassion when a coworker yells at you, your partner is just pissing you off in some way. You start to get frustrated with your job because you just can't take it anymore. Give a little space and see what happens when you try and find the innocence, when you try and explore what's actually going on behind the resources. And see if we can give our fellow humans who are trying pretty hard to do things that they feel is the best that they can in that moment, what happens when we give them a little grace, treat them a bit more like we do our pets, and assume a bit more innocence to their actions. See what compassion that unleashes inside.